What is up? My name is Angelina DeCrow, and I want to talk about 10 brands that have been really influential in my life, but I'm not legally affiliated with in any way, shape, or form. Let's get to it. The first thing I want to talk about are essentials. One of my main essentials is Aquaphor. Aquaphor has been in my life since I was in high school, and I had really bad acne, which is no fun. So I started using Aquaphor on my face, Aquaphor on my hands, and then when I got tattoos, I used it to help heal. And I still use it every day to this day, and my skin stays pretty clear, so thank you, Aquaphor. Another one of my essentials is Red Bull. Red Bull is really helpful on the days that I'm gone for 14 to 16 hours and I've been awake since 4 a.m. because I'm a manager and a full-time student. And so having a Red Bull on me is really helpful and it keeps me alive to learn at the end of the day. So thank you, Red Bull. You're a godsend for these. Next up on my essentials list is Apple. Apple has been in my life also for a long time, and most of my essentials have, but Apple is special because I'm a tech junkie. So I've had an iPhone for as long as I can remember, and before that I had an iPod Touch, and before that I had an iPod Shuffle, and it was the kind that like you couldn't even pick the song, you just had to skip and skip and skip. Anyway, all things aside, now that I became a designer and I'm a student, Apple has been even more beneficial because I need a laptop and an iPad and headphones, and being able to use an ecosystem that is really beneficial to my design process. Alright, another essential for me would be my car, and my car is a Mini Cooper. She's pretty cute. She's stick shift, she's a Cooper S, and her name is Patricia, but that's beside the point. I love Mini because they're super customizable and they send me fun gifts every year. And they make one of the safest cars on the market because all of their cars have all-around airbags that keep you safe. So I know that when I upgrade my Cooper S, I'm gonna go to a Countryman because that's like my dream car. Another one of my life essentials is a good pair of heels and a good blazer, and I have found a lot from Steve Madden. And Steve Madden's pretty cool because they're like a mid-grade luxury brand where they're really affordable but they're really great quality, and that is really important to me. So I love a loud pair of heels or a cute little handbag, and Steve Madden has got me covered. The next topic I want to talk about is third places. For a little bit of context, your third place can be somewhere that's not your work or not your home, but it's a place that you feel welcome, comfortable, and that you would actually like to spend time. Luckily for me, Starbucks is kind of a blend of it all, and it is my third place. Not only do I work there, and I basically live there because I work there so often, but I do love sitting in the lobby and reading a book and drinking a warm cup of coffee. And I love the people, they're so kind, they're some of my best friends, and I just feel like it's such a home outside of home for me. A secondary third place for me is Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble is incredible because you can open a good book and escape to a million different worlds. And I have lots of books and I enjoy reading on my free time. And so Barnes & Noble is just how the cookie crumbles for me. And I love spending time there and I love spending money there. It's just how it goes. My third place that's kind of far away is Disney. I have spent a lot of time in Disney parks as a kid and as a grown-up, and I still go with my family every year, sometimes a couple times a year. And it's just such a fun place, and it's so magical, and you really feel like a kid every time you're there. And not only are the Disney parks amazing, but Disney movies, the experience of just being around other people who love Disney, what's not to make a third place out of it? And it's a third place for my whole family, and we feel so at home, and it does feel like the most magical place on earth when we're there. The last third place that I want to talk about is MoMA. MoMA is also really important to me because it makes me feel really connected to my artistic roots. So in every major city that I go to a MoMA because it feels like I'm at home. The last brand I want to talk about is a really niche brand, but a lot of people own a product from it, and it is Funko. Funko is really cool because they make action figures with huge heads for lots of characters for lots of different shows or anime or cartoons. And it's really cool because you get to share this love for characters in an action figure that lots of people can recognize. And so I have a really cool one of Raven, and I have a really cool one of the Evil Queen. And I have lots of these laying around my room, and they're something that I collect, and I collect with my brother. My brother got really into them now too. And it's just something that keeps me in touch with like my fandoms and the things that I'm just really into, and I think that that's pretty cool. At the end of the day, these brands aren't about the product they have, but the problem that they solve for me, and that's why they're so influential in my life. Without some of these brands, I wouldn't be making it through school, or I wouldn't have a place to go when I'm tired of being at home, and I really, really commend them for that. So thank you to all my favorite brands.